Hello. Hi. How are ya? ¿Cómo estás? All those fancy words. Uh, so, welcome back to another episode of Nerds with Nines, where we talk about whatever I want to talk about because it's my podcast. Haha. Yes. Suck it. Yeah. First Amendment. Let's go. That was so stupid. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for everybody that listened to that. Okay. So, I don't really have much to talk about today. It's going to be a really short episode. Um, but I'm just going to go over, first about, what's recently been going on in my life. And then I guess we'll just move on from there, I guess. But, previous episode, we talked about me moving and everything, and got over here to Durham, and now I'm all settled in and everything, I guess you could say, and have amazing job still. Love my job. Um, kind of lonely over here a little bit, I do have to say. Um, I didn't think I would have to face it this hard, but yeah, it kind of sucks. But I think I only really feel that on the weekends. So during the week, I feel pretty good, but once it hits the weekend, my gosh, it's pretty bad. Um, but everything has been going pretty great at work, um, and no complaints whatsoever. So feeling good there. Been going to the gym every single day. I haven't actually lie. I didn't go like Friday to Tuesday, so that's Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Tuesday, 5 days because I was sick, and that was pretty horrible. Um, but I today I'm feeling 90%. That's where I'm at right now, and I was like, you know what? I mean, I won't feel 100% unless I go 100%. So I went 100% at the gym today. Knocked it out, and feel good about it. So other than that, jeez, there's just been a lot going on in my mind as of late. Um, I think the things that suck the most is one, financial problems. I'm horrible. Um, and I don't want anybody to think that this is, again. I don't want anybody to think that this is like a shout for help or anything. I don't need it. I don't want to ask for help, and I won't accept it, right? Because it's my mess up, so I'm gonna have to fix it myself, right? But financially, horrible. I thought that um I don't know. I feel like I still have like the mindset of a high schooler when it comes to financial, but I know that I've evolved. I've done so much more than my high school self could even comprehend. Like I know so much more about credit and you know and checking accounts and bank lingo, insert here, all that stuff more now than I ever did. Um, but my idiot self decided to like splurge and just pay a crap ton of money that I didn't have on stupid crap that I didn't need. And the craziest thing is, majority of that crap I don't even have now. Like it's things that give you joy for 5 seconds, and then they then end up causing you pain later on. Um, and so, gosh, that's been horrible to have to deal with. Um, but I'm kind of getting there. I think I now I'm changing the topic a little bit. I think people have been asking me like, McKay, why do you talk about this stuff on the podcast? Like, why? And I think the answer to that is um, we are all going through our own crap, but I just want everybody to know that I might post like things on Twitter and Instagram when I do once a year, whatever it is, and that might be a joyous moment. And I feel like we all do that, where we just post joyous moments. We're like, yeah, like this was amazing. This happened. I see all these people like posting when they were in like, I don't know, freaking uh, 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 London. I don't know. And they're like, yeah, like this is amazing. I love this. Like, and they're so excited and happy. But I guarantee if you look at the rest of their life, they're probably miserable, you know, or not as happy as they appear to be in those posts. And so I want everybody to know exactly where I am, and I want people to feel more comfortable about talking about these things because honestly, especially people who, I went to school with and stuff like that, that I know that we did not leave school with this information whatsoever about how to be financially independent. Um, sorry, overcoming the cold still. Then, I think if I share, you guys will want to share too. And I think the best way to overcome these obstacles is to talk about it, obviously. But yeah, that's the only reason, I do not what? I do not care what people, think about what it is that I'm going through. If you know, I don't really care, to be honest. I don't care. I really don't. There's the lack of care that I have today about what others think of me is astonishing. Astonishing. Do you know how much stupid things I do in a day because I just don't care? It is an immense, an intense situation. I don't give two flying craps about it. It is insane. But I do want to say real quick, and I know this is another change of topic a little bit, but not much though. I do want to say thank you to a couple of people. One would be my brother. Um, and I'd say my brother, sister, and brother-in-law, and mom and dad, and the whole family. Um, I went back home. It's only like an hour and a half drive, but on Fridays it's like 2 hours for some reason. Because people don't know how to drive. But anyways, I drove home for my birthday. The weekend after my birthday. Um, and I wasn't really expecting much. I think once you hit a certain age, birthdays are just another day, and I totally stand behind that. But I was like, I'm just happy that I get to go home and I get to spend time with my family. And so I did. And Friday, didn't really do anything, and that's totally fine because, oh gosh, driving sucks. Especially when you're behind stupid people. But Saturday, I got my hair cut. Immediately drove from there um, to my niece's baseball game, uh, where she played her heart out. Love you, B. My gosh, that was an amazing game. Amazing game. Um, but what was I going with this? After the game, my brother and his girlfriend decided to take me out for some drinks, which was awesome. Being able to spend any time with my brothers is honestly like one of my favorite things to do. Like I still remember times back in like when I was younger. I don't know what age I was, but I wasn't allowed to play in rated M games. But Dad would let me play like Call of Duty if my brother was playing with me, and so we'd play like Call of Duty Black Ops, and we'd play for like hours, and it was so much fun. and that's how I like learned about my favorite rappers and artists today. I still listen to the same exact people from when my brother showed me back then, and we were just listening to it on his. It was like a six track. Like this thing was cool. Like it was like a stereo system, but had like you could put like 6 CDs in at once, and then you could press a button. It would just change the CD like by rotate. It was so cool. It was just so cool. And so he'd have like a bunch of like CDs of these at the time like newer artists, and I was like, oh yeah, this is awesome. Like, I'm definitely getting into this, and that's how I like fell in love with listening to Drake and J. Cole and all that, and those are moments that I will cherish for the rest of my life. But whenever I get to spend time with my brothers and the family, like, it really does mean a lot to me, and so that was amazing being able to go back and hang out with them. But one thing I didn't expect was when we had dinner, we had Mom's famous meatloaf. Mom makes the best meatloaf, and everybody knows it, okay? I don't care who your mom is, okay? I don't care what kind of meatloaf she makes, but my mom's meatloaf is better than your mom's meatloaf, and I'll say that till I die. Like, I don't care, okay? Do you understand? Whoever's listening, your mom's meatloaf isn't as good as my mom's meatloaf. That's it, okay? Anyways, so we had that. Fantastic. Couldn't eat all of it. I tried my best. I did. But I haven't ate like that in a while. And then we had some peanut butter pie. They sang to me and everything. And then when I had like the gifts and everything, I was thinking, they're gonna get me like shorts and sweatshirts and stuff like that. And my sister, by the way, she finds like the softest sweatshirts I've ever like felt ever. Like it's insane. It's intense, honestly. So shout out to sis, because she knows how to shop for sweatshirts. That's all I'm saying. Anyways, but I was actually happily proved wrong. The whole family, they just pitched together. Like I asked for, healthy things. I just wanted to be healthier. I want to be a healthier person altogether. And I'm having trouble, being able to manage money and, get the healthy food that I, need in order to, achieve the goals that I want to achieve. And so, my sister and brother-in-law, they got me like jerky. By the way, that jerky was fantastic. Thank you. Still have some of it. Okay, but it was fantastic. And Kirkland's, by the way, it's Kirkland's jerky. And so they got me that. They got me some peanuts, which I really wanted, by the way. I did want some peanuts, and they got me some peanuts. It was like a mixture, though. It was mixed nuts. So it was like cashews and stuff like that. It was fantastic. And mom and dad, they got me, like I was told a story how on my birthday day was horrible. I hated it. It was the worst day ever. I was alone. I think work that made it better, because we did celebrate. They brought in a cake, and two of us had the same exact birthday on the same exact day, but we both had the same exact names. So that was really cool. Hey, Caleb, what's up? And so we had the same exact birthday, and so they brought a cake, and it said, "Happy birthday, Caleb / McKay," and I was like, sweet, got some cake there. And so that brought up my spirits a little bit, but I went to the gym, that wasn't feeling it whatsoever. Wasn't hitting any of my goals for any of the events that I was doing at the gym. And then when I got home, I was like, whatever, like I'm just gonna go home. I bought like a pack of shells and cheese. Okay, I wanted to spoil myself. I was like, I'm gonna have some shells and cheese. Okay, Velveeta shells and cheese. That's all I want right now. Okay, and I opened this thing up. I had the pot boiling full of water, and I was ready to put it in. I was watching like like Hulu or something to chill out and relax a little bit while I'm making this. And I open up this box, and the cheese packet had a hole in it. Like, I didn't put the hole in it. Like, it was just, there was no hole in the package outside. It was just, there was a hole inside the cheese package. And so I was distraught. I was on the verge of tears. I'm just like, this is all I wanted. I just wanted some Velveeta shells and cheese. I had one box. That's all I wanted, and it didn't work out. And so I had to get like, I made some rice or something, and put some like barbecue sauce on it. I don't know. It was so stupid. And I went to bed, and it wasn't the best of days at all. Pretty bad. Um, but mom and dad, after I told them the story and everything, they actually went to the store while my brother and his girlfriend took me out for drinks. Um, this was at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. It wasn't anything crazy. But when we were going out for drinks, they actually went to the store, picked up some Velveeta shells and cheese, like the single packs and some of the, bigger packs and everything, and they put it inside a gift bag for me. And I think it doesn't sound like much. Like, people don't understand, like, it doesn't take a lot and to like make somebody happy like that. Sorry, I was I'm sorry. But yeah, like, so I had chili and cheese for the rest of the week and a little bit after. So um, just felt good to be able to be around the family a little bit. So that was cool. But it doesn't. I think the premise of that little thing right there was like, you never know. Um, oh, what the heck was that? Windows security. Jeez, my gosh. Um, but it's something so small that made such a big impact on my week, you know. And I totally forgot. Okay, so I asked my mom. I said, she asked me a while ago. She said, "What do you want for your birthday?" And I said, "Honestly, Mom, I just want something to make wherever I go feel more like a home, because I know that my mom, she has like this amazing ability to find things that make things feel more like a home." And so I asked her for that, and the thing that she gave me was like this. It's a chalkboard. It hangs up on the wall, and there's like some strings that dangle down from it. I think it was more like a I don't know, a twine, I guess you could say. And then she gave me like some pictures, and she said, just bring back whatever pictures you don't use, and then hang them, hang them up however you want. And so I got home, and I'm thinking, on this drive home, by the way, on this drive home, I'm thinking about like, what am I gonna put on this? Like, I don't know what I'm gonna write on the chalkboard, but it has to be something that, because I'm not gonna change this thing all the time. I don't want to change it all the time. I think I want it to be a one and done kind of deal. Um, I'm not the best at writing any like write or handwriting or using chalk at all, but I was like, it has to be something good. So I get home. I don't do anything else. I literally took that out of my bag. I hung it up on the wall. I put up all the pictures that I wanted, just to remind me of the whole entire family. And so everybody's up there. It's actually right to my right now. Um, and I put home is where they are, underlined they are. And then I sent it to Mom, and yeah. So I thought that was an all-encompassing thing. Um, but I just felt like that made the most sense to put up there, you know. But yeah, I think that was a great gift, to be honest. Probably one of my favorite gifts I've ever received. But and when I showed mom that, she said, "You can keep all the pictures." So I'm pretty sure we were both crying at the same time, but she's like, "You can keep all the pictures. I'll order more." And I was like, "Are you sure? Like, I don't need all these. Like, I can bring them back." She's like, "No, keep them. You know how to do it." I just, let me see what she said real quick. Make sure I'm giving you the correct information. She said, uh, da, 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 da. She said, uh, I said, okay, I sent her the picture and I said, made it back. She said, "Oh my gosh, what you wrote about made me tear up." And I put a heart, and she says, "It looks great. You can keep all the pictures. I can order more." I said, "Are you sure? There's more than enough." She's like, "If you want them, I'm positive. It holds quite a few." And I said, "Yes, it does. Thank you." Um, so I knew that my mom would find something that would, you know, uh, really make things feel better for me. And honestly, since I've had it on the wall, it kind of made me feel better. But nothing really, replaces being around family. And I think that's the, hardest part sometimes. But um, I think I think that was one of the things that kind of got to me a little bit, because I was thinking to myself, like, for the longest time when I was with my family, that if I were to move away, like, I don't think, I would hesitate. Like, I think I'd be okay. And then now that I'm out of the house and not really within, an easy distance, I guess you could say. I mean, I could still get back, which is a blessing, but um, some weeks you can't make it back, and that's not, you know, whatever. But now that I'm in this situation, I didn't know that it was going to be so difficult. Not just that, but missing all your friends that you've made along the way, um, and I didn't realize how many you know I had until you leave, and that's always been like a big thing for me. Whenever I move, I guess the move from Ohio to Michigan was the first one, and I never realized how many friends I really had. And my friends were my whole entire class, and there were only like 50 something of us, but everyone, we all knew everybody, knew anything, majority of things about everybody. It was a small town, so you know everybody there were just. I feel like we were all friends all the time. And then when I went to Michigan, first place I went to, like, I still talk to some of those people from middle school in Michigan, and I was only there at that first middle school for half a year, and I still talk to them. And I guarantee some of them, if you were to ask them, like, how long was I in the class for, I guarantee some of them would be like, "Oh, he was there for a few years." It's like, no, I was there for half a year. I swear, guys, so only half a year. And I still talk to some of them. Um, and then, when it comes to, high school and the end of middle school, I think I made a couple, like, really, really good friends. But you look back on that and you're just like, God, I miss them, But I also think about something a veteran said in I forget what podcast it was. That was listening to. It was probably the Black Rifle Coffee podcast, to be honest. But they said being a veteran is difficult because you up get up and leave, and you'll be gone for months, sometimes years, and the people that you were around all your life and around all the time, they now got used to the idea of not having you around, and so it just feels different, and it would always be different. And so I can't align to the stuff that they go through at all, because veterans, they go through a lot more crap than I would ever be able to go through. But I do have to say that I kind of get that feeling a little bit, when I didn't see those friends for over 5 years, and you go back up there. I think I made a video about that, traveling back up there and seeing everybody, or a podcast about that, my bad. And their lives are totally different. Like, they're totally different people, and they have learned to live their life without you. And I think that was the hardest thing to I guess, grasp, and going through it, like going back to Ohio and seeing grandma and grandpa, like, they got used to you not being around. The rest of the family over there, they got used to you not being around. Not even just me, but it was the rest of the family too. But when you go back and see your friends, like, I went up to Michigan, I saw my buddies, at the fire department, and they're working and they're doing their thing. But I instantly I knew that I was more of the outcast there. I was like, you guys are doing your thing, and not much has changed. But then again, everything has changed. And so then I go over and I see everybody else, and we have a fun time and everything. But you spend majority of your time talking about the things that you have been doing and trying to catch up, that you then realize that you spent the whole entire time talking about the things trying to catch up. And then you don't have any time to talk about just stupid stuff. And so I think that's what made our friendship so amazing, was being able to talk about the stupid stuff all the time. And so I don't know. This is just turned into a long episode. I don't know how that happened, but I hope this episode did something. I hope it, if you guys want to talk about anything, let me know. If you got anything out of this episode, the only thing that I ask is you share it with a friend or family member, whoever. If it's a guy walking on the street and you're like, hey, have you heard of Nerds with Nines? I think you'd get something out of it. That kind of thing. Just do it. Why not? But yeah, thank you guys for listening. I appreciate it. And I'll try and get more episodes out there. I kind of make episodes when I feel like it, and I feel like that's the best course of action to take. So, all right. Thank you guys, and have a fantastic week, day, time. Okay.